It was a quiet morning. I sat by the window watching the sunlight spill across an empty street. Outside, people rushed past, coffee in hand, eyes glued to their phones, hearts racing towards somewhere they didn't even want to be. And in that moment I thought to myself, the whole world is growing older, but no one is slowing down. We live in a time where speed has become a form of virtue. Busy is a badge of honor. Productivity has replaced peace. But here's the truth. The faster we run, the less we feel. And for the elderly, that's not just a lifestyle problem. It's a health problem. In America, people say time is money. But after decades of watching patients age, I can tell you time isn't money, time is life. You can lose money and earn it back. But once you lose time, it's gone completely. And as you get older, you begin to realize that the real art of living isn't about going faster. It's about learning when to stop, to breathe, and to simply be. I've met hundreds of seniors who come to my clinic with the same invisible illness, exhaustion. Not the kind of fatigue that shows up in blood tests, but a deep emotional tiredness. One man in his 70s once told me, "I retired, doc, but somehow I still don't feel free." A woman in her 60s said, "I have all this time now, but no peace." That is when I realized the greatest illness of our generation isn't a heart disease or diabetes. It is the disease of constant hurry. Science backs this up. Research from Stanford University found that people who adopt slower lifestyles tend to live 7 to 10 years longer. When you slow down, your heart beats more efficiently. Your breathing deepens. Stress hormones drop. The body starts to heal itself. The truth is simple. Fast living ages the body, slow living restores it. The slow life is a quiet revolution, one that begins not in the world but inside you. It's the decision to stop competing with the clock, to stop measuring your worth by how much you do. And for seniors, this revolution could be the most healing medicine of all. In Japan, there's a philosophy called ikigai, your reason for waking up in the morning. The elders in Okinawa, one of the world's longest living communities, don't chase longevity. They simply live it. They eat slowly, surrounded by friends. They walk every day, not to exercise, but to talk. They live by the rhythm of the sun, not the ticking of a clock. And in that rhythm they find joy, purpose, and peace, the true nutrients of a long life. An 82-year-old man once told me, "I spent my whole life chasing success and missed the sound of my wife's laughter, the smell of my morning tea, the joy of doing nothing." He paused, smiled and said, "I don't want to run anymore, I just want to live." That, I believe, is the essence of slow living. Not stopping life, but finally living it. People often misunderstand slow living. They think it means doing less. But in truth, it means doing what matters, slower, deeper, and with more love. It's about presence, about noticing the taste of your food, the texture of sunlight on your skin, the sound of a grandchild's laugh. It's not about escaping life, it's about entering it fully. Harvard researchers spent 75 years studying what truly makes people healthy and happy. The result? It wasn't money, it wasn't fame. It was inner peace and warm relationships. Nobody lives longer by moving faster. People live longer by feeling connected, grateful, and calm. When you slow down, your blood pressure softens, your sleep deepens, and serotonin, the happiness hormone, begins to flow. You don't just live longer, you live lighter. You stop being at war with the world and finally make peace with it. I've seen 80-year-olds with the energy of 30, and 30-year-olds already burnt out. Age isn't about numbers. It's about the speed at which you exhaust your soul. If you're wondering where to begin, start with your breath. Breathe in deeply. Remind yourself you are alive. Breathe out slowly. Let go of what no longer matters. Slow living doesn't mean abandoning responsibility or escaping the city. It means quieting the storm inside your mind. It's putting the phone away during meals, walking without headphones, looking into someone's eyes when they speak. It's mindfulness, not as meditation, but as daily medicine. To live slowly is an act of courage, because it takes strength to resist the rhythm of a restless world. Weak people chase everything. Strong people choose what matters. And the strongest of all, they move slow, because they move with purpose. When you slow down, you begin to see that everything beautiful takes time. Flowers don't bloom in a rush. Tea doesn't steep instantly. The heart doesn't find peace by hurrying. You can add years to your life by running faster, but you can add life to your years by slowing down. Slow living is not a trend, it's a quiet rebellion, a way of saying, I refuse to live on autopilot. And perhaps for the elderly, it's the last and most profound revolution of all. Aging gracefully doesn't mean resisting time. It means dancing with it gently. It means waking each morning not with fear of running out of days, but with gratitude for this one. It means sitting on a porch, watching the sunset, knowing that nothing is missing. Slow living is not about delaying death, it's about deepening life. And when you finally embrace that truth, something magical happens. You stop counting the year and start cherishing the moments. Don't rush to add years to your life. Slow down and add life to your years.